Hello Madridistas, and thanks for joining us on today's exciting episode of Madrid My DNA. At the top of today's agenda, we'll be looking at a review analysis of how Real Madrid could line up against Manchester United in their next pre-season friendlies. But before we move deep into today's agenda, please do well to follow this page, like and subscribe. Turn on your notification button so you do not miss on our next videos. Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti may continue to experiment with a 4-4-2 diamond formation in Thursday's pre-season friendly against Manchester United in NRG Stadium in Texas. Los Blancos predominantly operated with a 4-3-3 setup last season, but following the departure of star striker Karim Benzema, Ancelotti decided to name a 4-man diamond-shaped midfield for the 3-2 comeback win over AC Milan on Monday, with the summer signing Jude Bellingham taking up the number 10 role. Ancelotti heaped praises on Bellingham following his debut against Milan and believed the 19-year-old Englishman is best suited to play in the number 10 position, so another start in behind two central strikers could be on the cards for the former Birmingham City youngster. One midfielder who will play no part in pre-season is Daniel Ceballos, who is ruled out until September with a thigh injury sustained in training last week. Federico Valverde has two second-half goals in the victory over AC Milan, and he could continue on the right side of the diamond midfield while Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, Eduardo Camavinga and Aurelien Tchouameni are set to battle for the remaining two midfield spots. New recruit Joselu and Brahim Diaz were tasked with leading the lines from the start last time out, but either Spaniard could make a way at the expense of Vinicius Jr., who came off the substitute bench to net the winning goal against AC Milan. First choice goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois is expected to be recalled at the expense of Andre Lunin, while defensive trio Carvajal, David Alaba and Antonio Rudiger will be the pushing to start after beginning a substitute against Milan. Real Madrid possible starting lineup could look like Thibaut Courtois, Daniel Carvajal, Eder Militao, Rudiger and David Alaba at the back, Toni Kroos, Valverde, Luka Modric and Bellingham, Joselu, Vinicius Jr. at the top. Moving forward on today's episode, Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti described Milan as home and Maldini as the history of Milan. Former AC Milan player and coach Carlo Ancelotti has described the club as his home for 13 years and has also spoken about the importance of Paolo Maldini in the history of Milan. Speaking to the press conference after the preseason friendly between Milan and Madrid in the early hours of Monday, Ancelotti made his feeling about Milan clear. Milan is always Milan. The colors remain the same even if the people change. The affection of the club will always remain intact, Ancelotti said. Ancelotti played for Milan between 1987 and 1992 when he retired, and he later became the coach of the team, a spell that lasted from 2001 until 2009. He won the Champions League twice with Milan as a coach and Serie A once. He was both a teammate with and then a coach for Paolo Maldini before leaving the Rossoneri's. So far, he is very well placed to talk about the former technical director who recently got dismissed by the club. Ancelotti emphasized just how important Maldini is in the history of Milan, saying, "Paolo Maldini is the history of Milan and will always remain in the same history of Milan. It always creates a certain feeling to face Milan, which has been my home for 13 years. It's an unforgettable memory. So that'll be all for today's exciting episode. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for following right up to the end. Do well to like and subscribe. Click on that notification button so you get notified every time we drop a video. Hala Madrid and see you next time.